What to do when you have been betrayed by a friend? How should we react when we find out that a friend betrayed us? How do I turn my anger into something positive instead, but without being on the losing end? Here my question is, can you be absolutely sure that your friend deliberately betrayed you? Sometimes what we perceive may not be the truth. It may merely be our perception, which would be based on subjective belief system. I can remember a very beautiful line by Morris Watch to Mitch Albom. Sometimes you cannot believe what you see. You have to believe what you feel. And if you are ever going to have other people trust you, you must feel that you can trust them too. Even when you are in the dark, even when you are falling. Hello friends, Yasmin here from My Education My Power. Today we'll be discussing the chapter The Thief's Story from the book Footprints Without Feet, Class 10. The entire text will be there before you with meanings of all the difficult words. Let's get started. Let's read some interesting fact about the author Ruskin Bond. Ruskin Bond is an Indian author of British descent. He lives with his adopted family in Landore in Mussoorie, India. The Indian Council for Child Education has recognized his role in the growth of children's literature in India. He got the Sahitya Academy Award in 1992 for Our Trees Still Grow in Dehra for his published work in English. He was awarded the Padma Shri in 1999 and Padma Bhushan in 2014. Let's discuss the characters of the story. Anil and Hari Singh, the thief, are the only two characters in the story. Hari Singh is a character who is a thief. His real name is not Hari Singh. He keeps on changing names to escape from police. Though he robbed Anil one day but couldn't run away with his money as Anil was an honest and a genuine man, and Hari did not want to hurt him. Hence it can be said that even a person's honesty can change an evil person. Anil was a good man and his goodness changed the mind of a thief Hari, who remembered the days spent with Anil. This changed his mind, which shows that true values and kindness wins everyone's heart, even a thief's heart. In the first paragraph, the thief is a narrator who is 15 years old is talking about himself and a man of 25 years old called Anil who was a tall, thin and easygoing man means very jolly and full of positivity, and they too are the main characters in the story. The thief thinks himself very smart. He thinks that he is very efficient or very good at stealing. Anil was watching a wrestling match when the thief comes near him. The thief had not committed any theft in the past few days as he did not get a chance. He thought that Anil would be a good choice to steal things from, so he thought to have a good chat with him. Then the thief commented on Anil's look and said that he looks like a wrestler. He wanted to be a friend with Anil by saying good things about him and also to win his confidence. Then Anil replied that even the thief looked like a wrestler. After hearing this, thief felt very insulted as he was very thin at that time. The thief replied in an ignorant way that he was in the wrestling for some times. Then Anil asked his name and the narrator tells him a fake name Hari Singh. The narrator used to change his name every month to escape from the police and his ex-employers. Then they started talking about many well-oiled wrestlers on the way to their home. The narrator knows nothing about the wrestlers and wrestling. As Anil was leaving, the narrator again approached him, asking him that he wanted to work for him with an appealing innocent smile. Though it was a fake smile, Anil told him that he won't be able to pay him for his work. The thief had not expected this reply and thought to himself that he had misjudged Anil, as he had thought that Anil had a lot of money. The narrator then asked Anil that can he feed him. Then Anil instantly asks the thief that can he cook for him. If he can cook, then he may feed him. The thief lied again to him and said yes, he can cook. After then they both went to Anil's room, which was above the Jumna sweet shop. Anil told Hari, the thief, that he could sleep in the balcony. On the very same night the thief had cooked for Anil, but the meal must have been terrible or tasteless because Anil had given the cooked food to a stray dog. Then he told Hari to go and sleep, but Hari decided to stay for a while. Hari's smile was so funny that Anil could not stop laughing looking at him. After some time, Anil patted on Hari's head and told him that he would teach him to cook. He also told him how to write his name and told him that he would soon teach him to write sentences and add numbers. Hari was so grateful for what Anil had planned, as he knew that there would be no limits to his work once he knew how to write, because it may enhance his stealing skills. Or he may become rich. Hari enjoyed working for Anil. He used to make tea for him in the morning and then used to go out to buy groceries for the day. He would also keep 1 rupee in his pocket every day from the money that Anil used to give him for daily groceries. Anil knew that he took a rupee every day, but he did not mind. He was fine with it. Anil did not have any regular income, as he used to earn money by doing different activities. He did not have any permanent job. The narrator says that Anil used to be worried about his paychecks all the time, but as soon as he would receive a check, he would go out with friends and celebrate. The narrator thinks that he used to write for magazines to earn money, which seems to him strange. Then suddenly one evening Anil came home with some money and told Hari that he had just sold a book to a publisher. Before going to bed, Anil put the money under his mattress and Hari saw him putting the money there. Hari thought that he had been working for Anil for almost a month now, and he had not cheated him apart of 1 rupee that he used to take out daily. The narrator also thinks that he had every chance to steal, as Anil has given him the key to his room, as well as he could go and come wherever he wished to do so. Anil trusts him a lot, and Hari knew this very well. This was the only thing that was stopping Hari from stealing, as Hari thought that it is very easy to rob a greedy man, but very difficult to rob a careless and honest man like Anil, because sometimes they don't even come to know that they have been robbed. Also, Hari feels that when someone doesn't come to know that he has been robbed, and then there is no fun left in robbing him. Then Hari decided that he would start with some work. He had not robbed anyone for a long time and he would be out of practice if he won't rob. He then said that if he would not steal Anil's money, then Anil would have wasted that money on his friend, so better steal that money. He also thought that he had the right over that money, as Anil didn't even pay him for the work he used to do. Hari started his work when Anil was sleeping. There was a little bit light over Anil's bed because of the moonlight that was coming in from the window. Hari sat on the floor and planned that if he took the money, he could leave the city by 10:30 p.m. Lucknow Express train. Hari then crawled towards the bed and slipped his hand slowly inside the bed mattress. He looked at Anil, who was sleeping peacefully without a single line on his face, and Hari's face had so many scars on it. He realized that although he was much younger than Anil, he had such a bad appearance due to his wrong thinking. On the other hand, Anil was carefree and thought good for others, because of which he had such a nice face. Hari then took out the notes without making any sound. Anil took a breath in his sleep and turned his side. He was directly facing Hari, which scared him a bit, and Hari quickly left the room. As soon as Hari left the room and was on the road, he started running and had kept the notes in his pajamas. He had tied it with the string of pajamas. Then after a while, Hari slowed down and counted the notes. He had 12 notes of 50 rupees, that is 600 rupees. Then Hari thought to himself that with this money he could live a luxurious life like an Arabian sheikh for at least 2 weeks. When Hari reached the station, he straight away went to the platform without buying a ticket, as he had never bought a ticket in his life. He had always travelled without a ticket. When he reached the platform, the Lucknow express in which he had to go was just leaving the platform. The train was still slow, so he could have easily jumped and got one of the carriages, but he did not do so. There was a bit of hesitation in him. Even he didn't understand why he had that hesitation inside him, and because of that he let the train go. After some time, when the train had left, Hari found himself all alone at the empty platform. Hari did not know where would he spend the night. He did not have any friends whom he could go to, as he used to think that friends were more of a trouble than being helpful. He did not even want to stay at any one of the small hotels, as it would be risky for him. He knew only one person very well, and he had robbed him as well. As Hari left the station and was walking through the bazaar. While he was walking, he was thinking of his observations as a thief. In a short career span, he had realized that although everybody, from rich to poor, shows different kinds of reactions after getting robbed, but he knows Anil better and thought he would have sad when he comes to know about him, not because he lost his money, but because he has lost trust that he had on Hari. He would be sad that he trusted someone so much and the person had betrayed him. Hari was walking when he reached a park. He sat on a bench. As it was the month of November, the night was a bit chilly, and then the light rain has started, which makes him uncomfortable. Then after that it started raining quite heavily, and Hari's shirt and pajamas stuck to his body. Cold wind was blowing across Hari's face. Then Harry went back towards the bazaar and sat under the shelter of the clock tower. It was 12 o'clock by the clock tower. Harry checked the notes and they were wet. Then again Harry started thinking that it was Anil's money, and if he had not stolen it, Anil would have surely given him 2 to 3 rupees to go for a movie. But now, as he had stolen it, he had it all. Now he won't be able to make tea or do groceries for Anil any more, nor would he be able to learn to write whole sentences ever. He had not realized that he would be losing all these in the excitement of stealing the money. He knew that if he could learn to read and write, he could earn much more money than these few hundred rupees. He knew that it was very easy to steal something from someone, but sometimes it was that easy to get caught as well. He knew that if he learned to read and write, he could surely become a big and respected man one day. Then Hari told himself that he should go back if he wanted to learn to read and write, and also if he wanted to be a big man one day. Hari went back to Anil's room and was very nervous because he knew that it was much more difficult to return stolen things without being caught than usually stealing it. Hari opened the door very quietly and stood there as the moonlight was still falling over the bed. Anil was still asleep. Hari went near the head of the bed and took out the notes. As he was going near the mattress, his hand could feel Anil's breath on his hand. Hari became still for a moment, found the edge of the mattress and kept the money back. The next morning, Hari woke up a little late and Anil had already made the tea by then. Anil extended his hands towards Hari and had a 50 rupee note in his hand. Hari thought that he had been caught. Then suddenly Anil explained that he had made some money the day before, so he was giving him 50 rupees. He also said that he would be paying Hari regularly now. Hari was really happy, but when he took the note in his hand, he saw that it was still wet from last night. He also told Hari that day that he would teach him how to write complete sentences. Hari realized that Anil had come to know that he had stolen money and kept it back. But the great thing that happened was that he did not let it show on his face or through his words. Hari again smiled at Anil in his most appealing way, and Anil's smile also came to his face without any effort. So, my friends, here after reading the story, we have come to know that the human values and relations are important in life, and such values can change a person too. Let's have the summary. Anil was a young writer. He was living his life very carelessly. He was writing for the magazines and earning the money to run his life. One day Anil was watching the wrestling match. Hari, the thief, knew how to make unknown person a friend. He used an O formula to flatter the person. Hari stayed with Anil. Anil promised him that he would teach him how to write and add numbers. He also taught him how to cook tasty food. Every day Hari Singh was going to buy groceries and had profit of 1 rupee daily. Anil knew it, but he did not mind it. Both were living together happily. One day he saw Anil had bought a bundle of notes. He saw him to put them under the mattress. As Hari saw the bundle of notes, his evil spirit awakened in his mind and he decided to rob Anil that night. After taking dinner, Anil slept peacefully. Hari could not sleep. He woke up. He crept to the bed and slipped his hand under the mattress. He found the notes and ran away on the road. He thought that Anil would not catch him if he ran away from the city. Hari Singh reached the railway station. Suddenly the inner voice told him not to betray the faith of Anil. When Hari Singh thought that what would Anil think about him, Anil would not worry about the money, but he might feel bad that a man had broken his faith. He did not want to lose faith of Anil because he knew that Anil was a simple man. Moreover, Anil was teaching him how to write and add numbers, which could change his life. He could become a respected person in the society. He left the railway station and headed to the market area and sat on the bench. Just then heavy rain started. It was the month of November. Chill wind started blowing. He felt more uncomfortable as he had cheated an innocent person. His shirt and pajamas stuck to his body because it were wet due to the rain. Suddenly he remembered about the notes. He searched for it and found that all the notes were wet. He went back to Anil's room and secretly put back money under the mattress. The next day Anil woke up, prepared tea for Hari and himself. He handed over 50 rupees note to Hari and told him that he would be regularly paid now. Hari took the note and found that it was still wet. He understood that Hari knew about the last night episode. So my friends, I hope you have enjoyed this beautiful lesson. This is all for today. I'll see you again with another inspiring lesson. Till then, take a very good care of yourself. If you haven't subscribed the channel yet, then click the button down there. Bye for now.